Hello everyone, you're welcome back to my channel. My name is Debbie. I want to say thank you to everyone that has subscribed to my channel. So if you haven't subscribed, please ensure you do so right now. All right, guys, it's the story I'm bringing to you. It's not a good one at all, but we still thank God for everything. Is about Bishop T.D. Jakes, who went on, a bit unconscious as he was addressing his congregation. Okay, so on a Sunday morning, he was, I think, praying or so, or talking. It was okay. It was very much fine. There was nothing wrong. But suddenly, he started running out. He started, feeling unconscious, kind of. So I would want you to watch this video, okay? And after watching, then I would give my take on it. So let's watch together. This is Bishop T.D. Jakes when he was addressing his congregation. And suddenly he was beginning to lose consciousness. You can see him struggling, okay, struggling to, put himself together, to the extent that even he couldn't hold the mic any longer. The mic, dropped from his hand here, and you can see the elders of the church coming, surrounding him, and they addressed the congregation and told them to start praying for him. All of a sudden, the program was put on hold because of what was happening. And I think the authorities of the church called an ambulance to come, and he was eventually taken to the hospital. So this is what happened on Sunday. I know that a lot of people would have heard about this news since it happened on Sunday. Okay, so do we need to pray for him? Yes, we should pray for him. I should pray for him. Every Christian, everyone, okay, who loves him or who wants to be their brother or sister's keeper should pray for him. And one thing I want you all to know is that this can happen to anyone. So it can happen to anyone. And of course, since this happened on Sunday, I've been reading lots and lots of bad comments. People have been talking about his unrighteous or unholy lifestyle. People have been saying, oh, it's because he's not righteous, it's because he's not born again, it's because he's deceitful, it's because he's a sinner, and all of that. See, this can happen to anyone. That is what I want you to know. It can happen to anyone, irrespective of the age. I've seen people die, even not up to his age. I think Bishop T.D. Jakes should be above 60, maybe 65 or 60 something. People of that age should, of course, would experience things like this. I remember when my father was about to die, of course, he fell sick. And we thought it was something simple, something small. So we tried our best. And at some point, I noticed he was just, giving up health-wise. When I watched this video the first time, it reminded me of my late father. Because at some point, he looked exactly like how Bishop T.D. Jakes, of course, looked when he suddenly began to, feel unconscious. You understand what I mean? Because at some point, my dad was like that. We would try to feed him. As I was feeding him, the food is coming back, dropping, coming out of his mouth. He couldn't hold anything in his mouth. So things like this happen. And even to younger people. So please stop saying, oh, it's because he's a sinner. No, don't say that. Even Jesus Christ, at some point, he was tired. The Bible says he was tired. He had to rest. He rested because he wasn't feeling the same way. He had, done so much. And Bishop T.D. Jakes, how dramatic it can be. Especially when it's on the pulpit, he's preaching, you start seeing him, you see him trying to jump up. Well, for me, personally, I don't enjoy his style of, delivering his sermon. Because for me, I'm a very calm person, and I love preachers that are calm, at least a bit. Don't be too loud. When you're too loud, you confuse me. That's why most of the times, when I'm under the ministration of preachers that are very, very loud, very dramatic, I get tired, even before the end of the message, especially when the message is not connecting. Because it's too loud. Before you start thinking of this message or this statement that he has made, another one, like hundreds of so much has been added. I don't really like preachers like that. You need to take your time, let people understand what you're saying. Don't be too dramatic. Don't shout too much. Hey, this. I don't think I've ever listened to Bishop T.D. Jakes' message or sermon for 15 minutes. I don't really think even now, I don't think I can stay under his ministration for as long as 15, I don't know. 15 minutes at a stretch is too much. I've never listened to his message. Once I click on it, especially when I'm on my phone and I see him preaching, I can just stay a while just to hear one or two things. Once I'm done, within 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes, I'll just walk up pass. So, but notwithstanding, we need to pray for him. My prayer for him is that God will heal him. God will help him, to be back on his feet again. We want to hear him speak. We want to hear him, say one or two things. Okay, we want to see him strong again. And that is my prayer in Jesus' name. And also I want to advise you guys, please prioritize your health. Health is wealth. Okay? Once you are above 40, please make sure you take things easy, because when you peme, that is the end. That is the end. There's nothing, we brought nothing into this world and we are taking nothing out. It's important we keep reminding ourselves that he as a visitor or as visitors, and we are going back someday. So please, take care of your health. Don't eat anyhow. If you need to lose weight, please do. Please do. In Nigeria, yes, I'm in Nigeria right now. Things are not easy right now. The economy is changing every day. People are getting poorer. Yes. People are suffering. Even to treat malaria, only malaria, it takes a fortune. Yes, it's big money to treat ordinary malaria. So please ensure you have so much control on what you put into your system. The food you eat is very key. Is very, very key. Is very, very key. So, of course, like I said, this can happen to anyone. So please stop saying nonsense. I'm sorry to say. Stop saying rubbish. Stop saying that, oh, it's because he's a sinner. And I want to advise preachers, please, if you're a preacher of the word, you're a pastor, you better apply wisdom to all of these things. Life is short. When you need to, sit back and let other people preach, please do it. When you are not feeling well, take care of yourself. Don't say, oh, Jesus has healed us. by stripes we are healed. When you need to go to the hospital, you won't go. You will die soon, though. Especially Pentecostal preachers. I attend a church, and I know a lot of stress that church has put us through. I'm a chorister. You will go to church from probably 6:30. You have to be in church by 6:30. You will finish service 12 o'clock, at times past 12. You won't go home. Oh. They will say, okay, they should come and pray somewhere. Some will have meeting. Before some people will leave the church premises, it will be like maybe 4. Before, years back, I used to leave 4, 3:30. And you would have been in church since 6:30 in the morning. Kilanshi, what are we doing? What are we doing? Some will go for vigil. They will say, okay, come for vigil. You will see old people at the vigil. For what? What do you want? Old people, you will see them in the vigil. Even me, at this my age, I'm over 40. Going to vigils at times, it's stressful for me. Because number one, I will lose my sleep all through the night. And before I can get myself back, it will take me like 2 days. I have to sleep, I have to just make up for that. If not, and the following day, you are still coming to church. Kilo day. Hey Joe, the admin or the authority, the leadership of the Pentecostal churches. Hey Joe, 2 hour service is okay. 2 hour service is okay. And the idea of first and second service, I don't really enjoy it. Because even in some churches, they don't have that number. They don't have that crowd. Very small church, they will be doing first and second service. For what? By 10 o'clock, everybody should be in their house. But you will be, in fact, about 2 weeks ago, somebody was telling me that that our husband is one of the ushers in their church. And he would have been in church from 6:30 in the morning. He will get home 8 o'clock. At times, 8 o'clock at night, kilo day. What are you doing as an usher in the church? How do you want to have time for your family? On Sunday, and you will go to work the following day. Please apply wisdom to this. You will just die. And this happens, this death thing, sickness thing, happens slowly. It doesn't just come. There could have been signs. Okay, before my dad fell sick. In fact, since I knew my dad to be my dad, I had never seen my dad, in the hospital, on the hospital bed. Except two or three, I think it was 2 years before his final death that I saw him. Of course, he was rushed to the hospital. He thought he was going to die. He has never been to the hospital, and he had money. Even as at the time he fell sick, before he finally died, we rushed him to one hospital when we were about to pay, after like 2 or 3 days, we were to pay 16,000. He was like, the money is too much. He never took his health seriously. He just wanted to keep money and not use the money for anything. Please, just apply wisdom. We are going to church. Some will go for prayer meeting during the week. On Thursday, they will go for Bible study. On Friday, they will go for evangelism. On Saturday, throughout the week, they will keep going to church, doing this activity, doing that activity. Some will do it till they get to 70 years. Please, apply wisdom to all of this. Most pastors will tell you, God has healed you. You will never fall sick. Most of them lie. They tell you lies. Because most of them go to hospitals. And they won't announce it. They won't let you know. They won't let you know. Please, take your health seriously. So, I remain Debbie Johnson. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.